Hello everyone. In today's video we will discuss about our forests and people. So as you all know that forests are the places where there are large number of trees. So in this lesson you will be learning about the Adivasis of India, the life of the tribals, their relationship with the forest, and you will understand about the uses of forests in our life. Here in this lesson, you will also understand about the public and the private ownership of the forest and about different movements of the people to save the forest. After studying this chapter, you will be able to suggest some of the ways for protecting and saving the forest. Now, as you all know, the forests are the collection of trees and also it consists of large number of animals and birds. Almost in all the states of India there is forest, and this is an invaluable part of the natural resource. It's very invaluable part of our natural resource. So what are the uses of the forest? Number one is purification of air. So forest helps to purify the air. How? By absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing what? Oxygen. Forest also cause rainfall. They check the floods, prevent soil erosion. We get large number of products from the forest like wood, paper, resin, latex, oils, medicine, flavors, handicrafts. Forest also give home to many organisms, many plants, many animals live in the forest. There are various forms of animals, birds, insects that live in the forest, which makes the biodiversity. That is, it includes both the plants and also the birds, insects, animals. This is also a home to some of the people. Adivasis stay in the forest or near the forest. So they are the tribals of India. And forest also serves as the source of income. So forest is one of the most invaluable natural resource. Now, the forests are also a home of certain people who are known as what? Adivasis. And the Adivasis are also called as the tribals of India. Forests are also important for the villages that usually lie close to them. So many people get their income from the forest. Villagers also get their food, fuel and other products from the forest. So many rural communities, that is those who live near the forest in the villages, they consider forest as sacred. That means they consider the forest as God and they want to worship the forest as their God. They consider the forest as sacred or holy. That means they want to see, they think that the forest is their God. Next we come to the topic, the Adivasis, who are considered to be indigenous. That means they are the original settlers of India. So they are known as indigenous. That means they are the original settlers of India. They have close ties with the forest. That means they have a good relationship with the forest. They live in them. They earn their living from the forest. So they have a good relation, that is a close tie means good relation with the forest. And some of the Adivasis have left the forest and they don't have a close relationship with the forest. They settle in cities. They are called as urban settlers. So Adivasis are the people who are the original settlers of India. They have a good relation with the forest. And the urban settlers are those who have left the forest and they have gone to the cities for the settlement. They are known as the urban settlers. Now, the different states of India have different tribal populations. Mainly they are found in Gujarat, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, northeastern states, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Orissa, Andaman, Nicobar Islands. They share a close relationship with the nature. The tribal people always have a close relation with the nature. They did not live under any ruler or the emperor. They didn't come under the rule of any king, but they had their own chief or their own king. They had their own. That means tribal people had their own king or chief. And they had the control over the forest. But under the British rule, the forest resources came under their rule. So the tribal control was taken over from the forest. During the British rule only they suffered because they didn't get the opportunity to rule the forest. It was under the British. So mainly what happens, the tribal people of India, they share a relationship with the forest. They have their own king. They have the control over their forest. But during the British rule, their control was taken up by the British people. And after the independence, Indian government has made various development in their tribal community. And the names of different tribal communities of India are given here, like Bhils, Gond, Gujars, Khas, Kols, Nagas, Santals, Lepcha. So many examples are there who are the Adivasi groups of India. So these are the names. Some names I have written here and some names are also given in your book. So you can refer to the book also for getting different names of the Adivasis of India. Now the names of the Adivasis were found in the epics of our country, that is Ramayana and Mahabharata. So you all know about Hanuman, the monkey god, and he was believed to be a forest dwelling tribal, and and it was thought that he was under the Swara or Korku tribes of central India. And Lord Krishna was also killed by the Jaratha of the Bhil tribe. So this was the idea about Adivasis, which was also been told during the in the epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata. Now the next topic is tribal life. So tribals of India, they have their own religion, they have their culture, they have their language. They are having their own community. Their life is different from the urban people, from the modern people. So they have their own religion, they have their culture, and they have their own language. Some of them have converted also from their own religion to Hinduism and Christianity. But many of them follow their own religion, whatever they are having. But many of them have converted also, converted to Hinduism and Christianity. And the main thing is that they worship their own environment, their surroundings. Environment is what? Our surroundings. So they worship their own environment. The nature is very important for them. They also think that there is spirit of the rivers, animals and mountains. So they want to worship those spirits, thinking them as holy, thinking them as godly. So for them, forests are also holy or sacred. So they want to worship them also. So the tribal people worship nature because they think there is God in rivers, animals and mountains and the forest. So they worship them. The tribal people earn their living by gathering the forest products, and they hunt, they do some form of agriculture so that they can earn their living. Some of the tribals are staying in the villages, but some have gone to the cities and they are urbanized. That means they have gone to the cities and they have settled there, but they still maintain a good relationship with the forest. The place where they live in is called the settlements, but they have religious and good healthy relationship with the forest. So these were the features about the tribal people. They worship their own environment. Nature is very important for them. They think that the spirit in the rivers, animals and mountains. They also consider forest as sacred. They make their living by hunting, gathering and performing different kinds of agriculture. Some of the tribal people have moved on to cities, they become urbanized, and some still maintain a good relationship with the forest. So this was all about the tribal life, wherein you can see that the characteristics are very, very important, and the conversion of Hinduism and Christianity is also very important, but they have their own religion, culture and language.